Hello, student. Today, my topic is consumer behavior from marketing management, module 5th. Let's first discuss what is consumer behavior. Consumer behavior is the study of when, why, how, and where people do or do not buy a product. It is basically depends on the psychology of the consumer. It attempts to understand the buyer decision making process both individually and groups. It studies the individual consumers such as demographic, behavioral aspects to understand the pupil's wants. So basically consumer behavior is the study of the psychological pattern of the consumer. So if we understand the consumer behavior, we are able to understand or we are able to find out the these answer of these questions, that what consumer what are the consumers choice, how do they buy, where do they buy, when do they buy, and what is the important criteria for the consumer. So these are the some questions which we can get the answer through consumer behavior studies. Now, characteristics of consumer behavior: it is a process where consumer decides what to buy, when to buy, how to buy, where to buy, and how much to buy. Just in previous slide we discussed this same thing. It comprises of both mental and physical activities of consumer. So we study these things also. Consumer behavior is a very complex and dynamic because individual to individual it is very different, which keeps on changing constantly. Individual buying behavior is affected by the various internal factors like his needs, wants, attitude, motive, and also by external factor like a social group, culture, status, environment factor, etc. So both external and internal environment play very important role to make a decision for any products. Consumer behavior starts before buying and even after buying. So it means that we have to understand that what the things are which attract to consumer, and after they when they buy our products, so how to maintain and how to retain our customer, it is also come into the consumer behavior pattern. Now, important and need of study of consumer behavior: the first, to make better strategies for increasing our profits, because we through consumer behavior we can better understand our consumers, our customers, so we can make very good strategy to take into consideration customers health, hygiene, and fitness, to know the buying decision and how consumer make consumption. So through consumer behavior we can get to know the consumption pattern also of the consumers. Consistent change in consumers taste or preference, this is also part of the consumption also, that how they are changing their pattern, how they are changing their lifestyles. So it is also common into consumption, that how they are changing, whether they are price sensitive, whether they are quality sensitive, whether they are service sensitive. So these all are pattern of the consumption. Consumer behavior study is necessary to make pricing policy also. Like we discussed that if consumer is very sensitive to pricing, so we should take penetrating pricing, it means low pricing, or scheming pricing, it is what when customer ready to pay for high quality. So it all we understand when we thoroughly go through the consumer behavior. To avoid future market failures, it is obvious when we understand the consumer and we make our products for consumers, so we can avoid all future failures, market failures. Now we turn to buying decision process. it is also very important content of consumer behavior. So buying decision process, the process a customer goes through when buying a product. So when he goes to buy any product, so how, what are the step he always takes, or what are the things he always take, we talk about in the buying process. So it can be seen as a particular form of cost benefit analysis also. In second form, we can say a buying process is the series of steps that consumer will take to make a purchasing decision, right? Now, what are the stages of consumer buying decision process? So there are five stages. The first is need recognition, second information search, third evaluation of alternatives, purchase decision, and post purchase decision. So these are the five stage where consumer go step by step to take any buying to take any buying decision. Now first we discuss need recognition. Need recognition, it means when you identify, when you realize you need, you want any product. So let's discuss. A purchase cannot take place without the recognition of the need. The need may have been triggered by the internal stimuli such as hunger, thirst, or any smell, any sound. See, internal stimuli we get from our the five five internal sensor. These are the eyes, nose, tongue, skin, and ear. So these are the like internal sensor who take the internal stimuli, and they realize us that we need something. Or external stimuli such as advertisement also play a very big role to identify or to make us understand that what we needed for to complete our life, or to complete our like all the uh, like necessities, to all, complete our necessities. So according to Maslow hierarchy, only when a person has fulfilled the need at the certain stage can he or she moves to the next stage. We all know that Maslow had proposed a need hierarchy where he proposed five types of needs. So we are not covering that part. We just here that discussing that need recognition is the first part in buying process. And need recognition means identification, or like consumer identify, consumer realize that he wants some products. Likewise, you can take example, if we like any festival comes, so sometime we need a cloth. So need a cloth is a, it's a sign of identification, that you identify that you want new cloth for the festival. Now second part is the information search. This is the buyer efforts at searching the internal or external business environment to identify and observe source of information related to the focal buying decision. An internal search related with the past experience and related with the product, and external search related with our family friend, newspaper, any news, public sources, commercial sources, anything. So information search, it means when you realize you need any product, so you search all the things related that particular product to get the best out of it, right? Now evaluation of alternatives. So when you finalize, when you did your information search process, so you evaluate, yeah, you choose among all the alternative, you choose the best one among the all from all the alternatives. At this stage, what we can say, at this stage consumer evaluate different products or brands on the basis of variety product attributes and whether these can deliver the benefits that the consumer are seeking. So here we match our need, that what we wanted, what price we wanted, what quality we wanted, what color we wanted. We match such things with uh, product attributes. The product attributes, it means the different characteristics of product which make product complete, which make the product complete, like price, like packaging, like quality. These are the attributes of the product. The product attributes should match with our need, and when it needs, we choose that particular of product. Like when I just taken the example, I took the example of that we need a new cloth for festival, so I need a blue one, and I blue one within the range of 1000 to 2000. So when I go to shop and see the different clothes, so seeing the different cloth is what information search. You are seeking all the cloth that you taking, you are seeing, you evaluate all the clothes, and when you find the blue color within the range of 1 to 2000, you select. So that selection is what to say evaluation. So a factor that heavily influence this stage is the consumer attitudes. So here we like almost near to purchase decision, right? The evaluation means near to purchase decision. Involvement is another factor that influence the evaluation process. Yes, this is very important factor, that you should involve in this process, otherwise you cannot take the interest. Now purchase decision, in this state the purchase take place, means whatever we evaluate, whatever we choose, we buy, we buy for us. So this is when we you buy, yeah, when we customer consumer buy that particular product, it only called purchase decision. So the final purchase decision can be disrupted by two factors. Negative feedback means like when you are going to take that product, somebody says wrong thing about that particular company, so you just avoid, and you just avoid to buy that product. So it is what negative feedback. And second one, the decision may be disrupted due to the anticipated situation, or some situation may be occurred that you not feel good, or you anything, any situation that you not able to buy that product. So again it disturb the purchase decision. Almost when you done the purchase decision, so last step is post purchase behavior. The post purchase behavior related with the expectation and experience. So at this stage, customer will compare products with their previous expectation, that what he expect from the product and he's getting or not. If he getting, then he again go for that shop, go for that particular product to satisfy his need. And if it's not able to fulfill its or his expectation, he won't go to that particular product. So at this stage customer will compare product with their previous expectation and will be either satisfied or dissatisfied. This can greatly affect the decision process for similar purchase from the same company in the future. So it is like to retaining the customer, it is the most important criteria, that we should fulfill all the expectation of the consumer. Having a knock on effect at the information search stage and evaluation of alternative stage. So it is mean, if you not his product is not able to fulfill his expectation, he again to go to all the like whatever information he search, he go to that particular stage and evaluate, again he evaluate for a new product. So this is all. This is the end of the slide and end of the topic. I hope you all will understand this topic. Thank you.